In this video, I'm going to show you how to use targeted trend lines to capture this short signal and this long signal to the exact tick, which means I'm going to show you how to nail the exact high, and I'm going to show you how to nail the exact low in any market. So let's go ahead and fire this up. All right, traders. Hope you're enjoying a lovely weekend and marking up your charts and preparing for the upcoming week to make another killing in the market. So this video, I'm going to try to highlight, the power of trend lines. You guys know that I love trend lines. I firmly believe there's no other way to take an entry in any market other than trading off of a trend line, and there's strategic advantages to doing that. Not going to get into that specifically in this video, but if you guys want to know my theory on why I love trend lines, call me, text me, email me, whatever. So first thing we do is we take this bullshit candlestick chart, and with one click of our mouse we overlay our Dyno Bars trend filter, right? We want to make this chart look like this, right? Makes sense so far, right? We want to see clear trends. We want to put the Dyno Bars filter on our charts. We want to see clear, nice, clean, robust trends, right? So as I promised you at the intro of this video, we're going to take a look at both of these signals right here. This short signal right there with the red arrow, and this long signal right there with the green arrow. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take both of those signals, right, and we want to plot them into our T-bars chart just like this, right? So you would agree that these two Dyno bars that we've highlighted, what I call our signal bars from our big picture chart, have been physically drawn into our smaller chart just like, in fact, I'll go ahead and copy those arrows just like this. Here's the short signal and here's the long signal. All right? So far so good. And remember, this is our T-bar chart. This is our micro chart. This is the chart that we use to draw our trend lines. All right? There's nothing more powerful. You're going to see right now that there's nothing more powerful than trading off of a trend line when you become part of the smart money, which means when you have the advantage over retail traders because you already knew that a short trend was about to start right here and you're being patient, you're waiting with the smart money to go short, right? So first thing we do is we're going to try to zoom in on this chart like this. All right, so the first thing you got to do is you got to draw these zones, right? We want to draw our zones. Here's the low of that signal bar, and here's the high. So all I want to do is I want to wait for price to either tag or enter this zone, right? So if we spin this forward, you can see what happened. Price tagged it right there. So now we begin drawing our trend lines, right? So immediately, if you guys have been watching these videos, I'm going to let you look at this chart and tell me where you would draw these trend lines. Give you a couple of seconds. All right, I hope you were able to manage that. So I'm seeing two pivots right here. What do we do with our pivots? We use them to draw our trend line, right? So we just simply connect those two trend lines just like that. And we do nothing except we wait. Now we also want to watch to make sure that this high right here isn't taken out. If that high is taken out, then we're in an uptrend and we don't want to short an uptrend, right? We want to only short when we know that there's a downtrend, right? So again, if we spin this forward, let's take a look and see what happens. Kaboom, right there. We had our short trade right there, right? I hope you guys are picking this up. I hope you guys are getting this, all right? This is not rocket science, right? This is simple, right? There's no indicators, there's no bullshit, there's no squiggly lines, there's no support and resistance. None of that bullshit, right? This is simply price action, right? There's our short trade right there. We put our stop successfully right there. And that's it. We just wait, right? Money is made when you're away from the computer. You don't make money while staring at your position, right? You got to give it some room to run. So if we keep spinning this forward, let me go ahead and squish this in. Take a look at what happened, right? You can see that we went short right here in the top left. We had a lousy 6 pip stop, right? This market did nothing but drop like a stone. While all the retail traders were running around with their heads up their ass trying to figure out what was happening, we were short because we knew that this dyno signal bar had printed and it told us to be on the lookout for shorts. Period. Shame on you if you try to go long when you see a short signal, right? So I'm hoping this is making sense to you guys, all right? Trade smart. Don't trade stupid, right? Now let's go ahead and take a look at our long trade, all right? Same instrument, same pair, same everything. So just to recap, we saw how we were able to nail this exact high right there and milk this beautiful downtrend, right? So now we're looking at how do we capture this exact low? All right, well, let me show you. Let me show you off of Trendlines, right? Here is that dyno signal bar. All right, so let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys. All right, zoom in on this thing. All right. So can you look at this signal and tell me where you see any trend line that can potentially be drawn? Give you a couple of seconds. All right, I hope you're able to manage that. So here is a pivot and here is a pivot. You can see that it entered our zones. That's kind of an ugly line. Let me delete that. That's our zone. It came back into the zone, and now we want to draw our trend lines just like that, connecting those two pivots. All right, so far so good. Again, this is the power of trend lines. That's all I'm showing you right now, right? I want to show you guys that the stuff that you're falling for, right? And I mean no disrespect by that, but the bullshit that's out there, MACD, stochastics, RSI, support, resistance, it's all bullshit. No one's ever going to tell you that except me, right? We spin this forward. Let's see what happens. We had our long signal right there. Our stop goes in right over here. Let me put another arrow by the stop. That's it. We do nothing except wait, right? So if we spin this forward, this is how that trade played out, right? This trading system is easy, it's clean, we use nothing more than trend lines, right? So think back to my intro. What's the first thing I said? I said I want to show you the power behind trendline trading. I don't care what you do or what your methods are. If you're not using a trendline based approach to take your entries and maybe even your exits, you are definitely missing the boat on how professional traders trade, right? This is the only method that works. I'm telling you right now, you can fuss around for the next 50 years. You're never going to find something that works as good, no, as great as trendline trading. So if we flip back to our dyno bars right over here, this short trade right here that I showed you from start to finish, and this long trade right here that I showed you again from start to finish, represents about 150 pips on the day, right? Over $2,000 on a two lot. So are you really telling me that trading is hard? That trading is difficult? Right? If we comb through the week, if I squish this in and we take a look at the rest of the week, day before that, day before that, are you really telling me that people are not able to make 300 pips, 500 pips, 1,000 pips a week? Right? Folks, again, for the last time, there is nothing more powerful than trend trading. And there is nothing more powerful than using a trend line to take those trades. Keep your trading simple, keep it elegant, but most importantly, keep your trading profitable. Thanks for watching this video. See you on the next trade.